FPL lovers, welcome to Game Week 9 Dilemma. Major one for this week for lots of people is what to do about Mo Salah. Here's my take on it. Right, well, first things first, what does Mo Salah bring to the table? Because if you're thinking of getting rid of him, what are you losing by getting rid of him? So, there's Mo. Here's his heat map for the season so far. So lots of work down the right-hand side. As we know, lots of work inside the penalty area as well. Hard working, gives his all. He's been averaging per 90 minutes 8.39 points per 90 minutes, which is just pretty awesome. Right up there with his own standards. I think better than last season actually. Overall, massively helped by his 20 points in the first game week, but that's what he's capable of. He could do that again next week. We know, well, not next week, not next game week, but when he plays. And he's doing really well. Obviously, like he always does, he's got. Obviously, he's not going to be available for the Leicester fixture, but after that, he's got the Brighton fixture, Wolves, Fulham away, 3 great fixtures. So if you can keep him on your bench for the week and you've got enough players, then I don't see any reason to get rid of him, to be honest with you, unless you're worried, of course. I'm going to be rating each player based on a 1 to 5 scale, and Mo Salah gets 1, 2, 3, 4 blue hearts. He would get 5 if he wasn't out this week, and also his value. He's 12 point. I think he's dropped to 12.3 now. 12 at the beginning of the season. There are players who can possibly do similar, whether they can do it all season. They certainly might not have the pedigree that Mo's got. Hence the 4 blue hearts. He's not one to get rid of lightly. You may say you'll bring him back in next week, but injuries happen. He's at that price point, he's difficult to bring back in unless you know exactly that's what you're going to be doing as soon as the window's open. So let's have a look and see at some replacements now. So first replacement possibility for me, Sadio Mane. He pretty much does what Mo does, but from the left-hand side. Doesn't get in the box as much, but he drifts into the middle a little bit more, as you can see. And maybe he's going to step up in Mo's absence. Hasn't done as well as Salah this season, averaging 6.8 points per game. He's still managed 4 goals and 3 assists though, so he's getting an attacking return on average 1 per game, almost. And he could be the man, particularly if you're thinking I'm just going to do it for one game only, in and out. I think that could be a very good choice. Whether he'll suffer without that service from the right hand side from Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think he does benefit from that. I think he does find him as he comes into the middle. He's a sort of natural foil for him, or not foil, but a natural person to find on the end of the box, on the end of the ball for him. So he's got a chance, and obviously he's got the same sort of fixtures that Salah's got coming up as well. So if you did have to stick with Mane for a couple of games, it might not be the end of. So that's one option for you. Based on how he's done this season, he gets a 3 blue hearts from me. That wouldn't be my first choice because he's not firing on all cylinders this season as he has done. Next up, Kevin De Bruyne. I think he's got to be considered, particularly if you're looking for a long-term replacement. City's fixtures are looking pretty good. Kevin De Bruyne, as I'd imagine, he's all over the place, but particularly in the final third. Not coming so much from the right, but you're finding him on the left as well. But in an advanced position, taking the corners from the left-hand side and 1 or 2 from the right, as you can see. It's like a little red dot there. But his stats are really disappointing for this season so far. City not firing on all cylinders. Only scored 7 goals, I think, this season. That's a bit worrying, but maybe they've got the fixtures for that, and you want to jump on that beforehand. I'm not sure Spurs is the best fixture for that, but Burnley and Fulham, certainly good fixtures. Man United away will be tricky, but, you know, Kevin De Bruyne, if anybody's fixture proof, it's him. It's whether the players around him are able to finish off these key passes, the 20 key passes, the 36 crosses he's put in. I mean, he's getting nearly 4 shots per game. Only just 1 on target though, so needs to improve his accuracy there. So he only gets, for me as well, again, only a 3 blue heart rating. I know he can deliver, but maybe I'm edging on the side of caution at this moment in time. But I need to see a little bit more from City. Bear in mind, we're looking for a Salah replacement here. So it's got to be somebody who's on form, and it's not so much Kevin De Bruyne, it's City. And I just want to wait and see that maybe 1 or 2 games first, particularly in the attacking, a bit more confident in their defensive abilities at this moment in time. And then to my differential shout, not so much a differential, but more a differential because to be considered as a replacement for Mo Salah, Jack Grealish, pretty much doing what Mo Salah does on the right hand side, but on the left hand side, as you can see, he's getting in the box a lot. He's at the heart of pretty much everything, and his points per 90 minutes so far this season, well, they're better than Mo's, only slightly. I think his was 8.39, 8.57 for Jack. Can he keep it up though? Well, the fixtures, they're there for him. I don't see why not, to be honest with you. And the beauty of Jack Grealish instead of Mo Salah is he frees up some funds for strengthening other areas of your team as well. Not good if you want to maintain your value in one player, but could also be a good punt just for 1 week if you're going to bring Salah back in next week. Got Brighton at home, and I don't see that being a problem for Jack this week. Hopefully not anyway. Yeah, 4 goals, 6 assists in 7 games as well, so we know he can't maintain that momentum. Surely not, but he's got the fixtures and he's got the form, and that's what we're looking for in FPL. So for me, Jack Grealish gets a Lovesit rating of 4 blue hearts. I'd be going for Jack. If you're looking for a cheaper, sort of different option in your team, which brings me to Bruno Fernandes, final choice in this week's or in this show, and he's everywhere. Look at his heat map. Literally, I mean, he's everywhere but in the box. Apart from, as you can see, he takes some penalties, but his goals are going to come from outside the box if he's scoring. They're mostly going to be penalties, but if there's anybody going to be creating anything at the heart of anything, it's going to be Bruno Fernandes. And we've seen already this season that even when Man United don't play well, if anyone's going to play well, it's Bruno Fernandes, and when they do play well, it's generally when he plays well as well. And look at his points per 90 minutes, 9.56. Obviously played 1 less game than Mo Salah, so he's on 51 points. But what a return this for him this season already, carrying on. In fact, that's better than he was doing last season. 17 points last week, 5 goals, 3 assists, creating big chances, key passes, lots of crosses, through balls, shots, getting more shots on target than Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, big chances, creating nearly 1 a game. Just doing pretty awesome, and got some good fixtures as well. Starting off with West Brom at home this week. I think he's going to be the favourites captain's choice now after his performance last week, to be honest with you. Southampton away, West Ham away, Sheffield United at home, Leeds at home, Man City at home. But you know, he is fixture proof. and those away fixtures, he does better away from home. So I think he's a good, if you're looking for somebody, certainly for the next 6 game weeks anyway, to replace Salah. Because let's be honest, who knows if Salah's going to come back fit? It may take him a few weeks to get over the coronavirus. So Bruno Fernandes for me gets the 5 blue hearts, and he would be my #1 choice if this week you are deciding to replace Mo Salah. Like I say, if you can keep him on your bench and you think he's going to be backfiring on all cylinders the first game week after this one, game week 10, then keep hold of him. Absolutely. Patience is a virtue. That's 2 wasted transfers in and out, and transfers in this game, particularly this season, are they're a rare commodity, and taking hits if you need to, okay, but obviously you'd rather not to. Right, guys, that's me. That's my first show like this where I'm putting some recommendations out there, my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with my ratings? Have I been harsh? Is Kevin De Bruyne, should he be a 5 because he's just an absolutely fantastic player? Bear in mind, I'm trying to take into consideration form and what players have been doing around them as well. If you like this video, guys, if you want to know what I've done with my team, because I had Mo Salah in my team last game week as well, but I did my transfers literally 12 days ago, then check out this video here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, then click this round thing here. And that'd be great to see you on board, guys. Have a great game week. Hope you this helps you make your mind up. Leave me any feedback below, and see you in the next show. Take it easy.